Hey you guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I was just kind of sitting down, spending time with the Lord in my prayer closet. And if you haven't seen it yet, I do have a prayer closet that I've been working on, and I'll leave a link up here. But I was sitting in my prayer closet, and it's been such a blessing to just spend time with the Lord like that and be able to just speak with Him and share my heart with the Lord, honestly. And as I was sharing my heart with God, something that I guess was on my heart that I hadn't said out loud to Him was, Lord, why am I experiencing certain trials? Like, why does it feel like it feels like it's such a hard trial and it's been going on for so long? And I asked Him, like, I've been really faithful, I believe so, in prayer with you about this, and I've been really dependent on you as I should be. And I was just kind of like, but why is it taking so long? Like, I felt that in my heart. And so I asked the Lord that, and I just told Him, however, like, although it has taken so long, this has been such a blessing. Like, it's been one of the hardest things in my life and in maturing in my walk, should I say. It's been really, really testing. It's been super, super refining, absolutely refining. And because it's been so like serious, it's shown me how great you are, Lord. And I could have never done this without you. Like, I don't know how I'm saying, like, I don't know how I'm in this place in my life where, like, I really have depended on you through the toughest things, and you have showed yourself faithful. You have never abandoned me. You have been such a good friend. You have been such a good father. You have been such a great teacher. You are such a rock. You are everything. And that was my first answer, was, well, because of that, during our trials, it produces perseverance, like it says in James. And that was the first thing that He spoke to me about, was, I'm doing this because it's not that I'm not listening to your prayers. It's not that I'm not there with you. It's that I am there with you and for you. And though everyone may be all over the place, your friends, your family, your spouse, your cousin, your friend, whoever it is that you usually have this like amazing thing with, your best friend that you always go to, like someone, whoever comes to mind, right? Although they may be like completely out of place to where they usually were, I am still in place. I am never moving. I'm here with you forever and ever and ever. And I'm showing you how faithful I am and how I am here and you can depend on me, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. And that's the biggest thing that He wanted to show through the trials, is His faithfulness. I understand it a lot better now, because if I have nobody but I have you, Lord, I have everything I need. And that was really difficult for me, coming from a background in my life where I feared abandonment a lot. I feared people, like, not being there for me, and people just leaving, and feeling always so alone and feeling abandoned. It was definitely a trigger for me. But God has been helping me through that in resting in Him. He never changes. He never changes. He's the same today, tomorrow, and forever. And that was like a concept that I don't think I'll fully ever be able to understand how great that is and how true that is. But I'm trying and I'm seeing it. So God has showed me His faithfulness. And I've been loving seeing that. And I've been growing so much because of it. And I also just had to ask Him too, like, but why else? Like, what else is there to this trial? Because, Lord, I mean, this hurts, this is hard. It's been difficult. And He just reminded me, do you remember all the things that you went through before you knew me? Like, do you remember everything you went through? And I'm like, yeah, I kind of remember, like, the abuse. I remember the abandonment. I remember feeling hurt. I remember feeling depressed and sad and feeling just completely low and not having anywhere to run to. He said, well, now you do have someone that you can run to, which is me. And He said, what did you do with those things now that you are with me? And I've been able to use everything that I have gone through as a way to connect with people that usually wouldn't run to the Lord. People who have been in abusive relationships, people who have been taken advantage of. I can connect with people who are going through the craziest things. I can only connect with them that way and show them how good God is, because I went through those things. And I tend to forget that. Like, I tend to forget that the trials that even I'm gonna go through right now, and I'm going through right now during this time of my life, is gonna connect with another person eventually, and it is gonna show God's faithfulness. And so God reminded me, everything that you've gone through and are going through is not just for you, but it's for the people that are on the other end of this. There are other people at the end of the trial you're currently at right now in your promised land. There's people there that you are going to affect, people that you're going to reach, that you would have never even thought. You're going to have the ability, the boldness to proudly speak on how good God is. Because to you, you're in a place right now, well, this seems terrible and this seems impossible to get through, and this is awful. But there are other people that have gone through what you're going through that can speak light to you right now and can help you through this. And it's all because they trusted in the Lord as well during these times, and God has taken them through it. And now they're helping you out. And that's also a testimony that God can do it for you. And God reminded me of that, because whenever I talk to someone, say, that was in an abusive relationship, they're like, but like, how did you like get out of it? Like, what was the process of that? Like, how did God give you an identity? How did God protect you from these things? And I can sit there and I can answer those questions boldly and proudly, giving the glory to God. He will be exalted through everything. Everything. If you give him the opportunity to be exalted and work through you and work with you through this process, he will be exalted. Your relationship with God is the most important relationship you will ever have in your life. Having a husband is so amazing. It's such a blessing. Having great friends. I have two really amazing friends that I absolutely love and are such wise women of God who give me great counsel and are a blessing. I have family members who I know are there for me. If I need a single thing, I can call them and they're so amazing and reliable. But my most amazing relationship has been and will always be with the Lord. No one can take his place. And whenever I accidentally try to put that earthly relationship over God's and my relationship, it's when I have these awakenings of, no, that's not gonna happen. You've done it before and that doesn't work out. Yes, honor those relationships, be loving in those relationships, be faithful and trustworthy and reliant on those relationships. Whenever they need you, you are there. Love them and care for them the way that I have for you. But do not neglect yours and God's relationships just because you're having whatever issues or great times with these people. They're amazing and they're a blessing from God, but your relationship with the Lord is essential. Like I said, when we accept the Lord, many times we kind of just think like, this is my life, God, come with me. But God is like, I'm changing things in your life, because he will be exalted. He's not just along for the ride. He is the ride. He is the ultimate everything, our goal, our ultimate relationship, our eternity eventually we will have with him. So why not have that relationship here on earth that we will have with him in heaven? The one that's not just once in a while, or just when we're having issues, or just when we're having trials. Our desire should be to be as close with him, as close with God as we are with him when we're going through those hard times. And I made a prayer and cried to God about this, because I said, Lord, right now that I'm in a season where I finally feel like I'm stable, like my feet are on solid ground, I so long that closeness with him when things are good. And so I prayed and I asked him, Lord, help me have this same hunger that I have to read your word when I'm going through hard things, when I'm not going through those hard things, when I'm in a good place. Help me keep having that intimacy, that fasting, that discipline, that desire to be with you. And he has been giving me that. And sometimes I need to tune up and he'll like remind me real quick who I should be depending on and where my joy comes from. And maybe that's what he's doing with you right now, but it's all out of love. All out of love. He loves you, he adores you, and he hears your prayers. Just spend time with God, because I know that if he spoke to me about this today and had me sit down and make this video, he's trying to speak to you about this too. If there's one thing I can leave you with is definitely know God is growing your relationship with Him, and He is good. He's very good. And when you get through this, because this is temporary, okay? This pain, this trial is temporary. I can tell you from example that the things you are experiencing right now and that you feel are horrible and are horrible. I'm not going to minimize the pain that you could feel going through whatever it is you're going through, is the same thing that the Lord will use for you to go and help take someone out of that pit. So I hope this encourages you guys. I love you so much, and just know that God's doing a great thing in you and through you. But if you like these little small messages, let me know and I can do more and just post like this on YouTube along with the other videos that I have here on my channel. But that's all for today. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.